What's up, good people? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Isaac Insights. Thank you so much for your continuous support. Yes, and good people, today I'm just at home. Nime-relax tu hapa kwa kijiji. I've decided at least to take a small break just for 1 or 2 days. Mnaona hapa niko tu nyumbani. You can see the maize is amazing and everything is okay. So good people, I'm making this video. This video will be short, so expect nothing much, but a lot important. So keep watching. So good people, the reason why I'm making this video is that I want to enlighten people outside there. You know, where we have myth and misconception in construction. So today I'm talking about myth and misconception about the cost of construction in Kenya. Most people always lie to their friends. Those who have built, they always tell their friend that I have built a 3-bedroom house and it costed me 1.5 million Kenya shillings. And when they show you the house that they are saying that it has costed them 1.5 million, it resembles this house on this, the house running there. Good people, I want to tell you that when someone tells you so, those people are ignorant, because in construction we have a lot of little cost that most people who are building, by the way, even if someone is noting down what they are doing, they rarely note down some of the things that are related to construction, but we can call them hidden cost. So for this video, I want to tell you the truth about construction. If you are building a house, right, similar to this one, or your dream is to build a house similar to this one, you are using iron sheets from MRM, yes, and they are tiled series. The cost of construction of this house for the first phase, it is 1.5 million Kenya shillings. Are we together? It is 1.5 million Kenya shillings. In a way, building that house, utoe foundation, uweke ukuta, uweke linto, you add everything, you will find that at the end of the day, you need 1.5 million Kenya shillings. Yes, when I tell you that, someone may think that I want to steal from you, but I'm not the one going to steal from you. It is you who will be stealing from yourself. And expect that in most cases, you are the one who will be looking at your prices, at your transactions, and feeling like Isaac told me the truth. Now, this is what usually happens. For example, if I happen to give you just a small breakdown of the cost of a 3-bedroom house, let me see if I have one here, so that we can, as I say this, you can also see the sense of where we are coming from. And then I will tell you, because this cost will likely come to 1.2 million Kenya shillings or 1.3. And then from there, we have hidden cost that for me, as someone who deal with construction, I will tell you that this cost, wewe ndio unatoanga hiyo pesa, si mimi, ni wewe unatoa. For example, I tell you that I need iron sheets. I need, what is it called, nails. You are the one going to the company, buy them and bring them to me. Just a brief summary of a 3-bedroom house. I will tell you even for a 2-bedroom house, so that you can also see and prepare. As you prepare for construction, ukiuliza mtu akwambie, ama mtu aseme mimi yangu nimejenga na 1 million na imeisha, ask them which house, because we cannot be you cannot be in the same WhatsApp group with someone who built just an ordinary house, and you want a classic house like this one, and then you want to believe that what they are telling you is the truth. I'm not discrediting any house, but the cost of construction depend on the type of house that you are building, the kind of finishing that you will be doing. So for the first phase, you need to prepare with between 1 million to 1.5 million, depending on the kind of iron sheets that you will be using. By the way, the first phase of construction, the cost depend on the style of roofing that you will be doing. For those using hii yenye imekuja juzi inaitwa flat roof, it's good. However, I always say that when you do something cheap, be ready for future also, because if you do flat roof, watu wa flat roof watakwambia repairs zinakuanga, na repairs they are always expensive than I'm not also discrediting flat roof, because it is one house that if I was young I will think about building, but I will not. For me, I cannot go with that one. So just to give you at least a simple breakdown for a 3-bedroom house, so that you can see how it comes. Usikae hapo. Now, most of the houses, that will be the cost, so you just prepare. Here we go. Now, how many bags of cement will you need for building from foundation to wall plate? You need around 120 bags. That one, the cost is almost 100,000 and something shillings, because 100 times 900, that's 120 for a 3-bedroom house. And also it depends with this cost depends with your terrain, because terrain matters a lot in construction. So terrain and wall plate and roofing are the main determinants of the cost of your house. So for cement, you will need around 120 bags for a house that is being built on a level ground. Then sand, you will need around 60 tons. Ballast, which we can cost to around 60,000. Ballast will need around 42 tons for your foundation and lintel. Then machine cut stones will need around depending on stones, by the way, also, because if you are going with machine cut stones, I will say 2,600. If you are going for these other stones, zile zinachongwa na mkono, most likely, kama zile tulikuwa tunatumia kule Busia, you will find that you may need 3,000 stones, because zile huwa zinakuwa ndogo compared na machine cut stones. And then, so for 3,000, if you are from this region of ours, we will need around 161,000, over 160,000, that is. Then hardcore, you will need around 7 lorries, which can cost you 42,000. Maram, you will need around 14 tons, which will cost you 10,000. Polythene paper, you will need 4 rolls. We will 4 rolls for, that is DPM. You will need around 12,800. And termites will need 2 liters, 2,500. Hoop iron will need 5 rolls for that house, because 4 for your walls and 1 for roofing. Yes, that will cost you around 12,500. Foundation stones, very important. You will need around 1,200 feet. That's what I'm giving you is just an approximate. So it depends also with the size of your house. But this one is for standard house. Standard house for 3-bedroom, 13 meters by 12 meters. And then foundation stone, I've said around 12,000, which can cost you around 60,000. That's 12,000 feet. And then D10, you will need around 45 pieces, around 45,000. D8, you will need around 30 pieces, 22,500. Ordinary nails can cost you up to 1,200 shillings, not much. Binding wire, you need around 10 kgs, 3,000. Round poles will need around 18 pieces, 900. Then timber for doing your ring beam and also supporting fundis as ladders will need 8-1, 400 feet, 6-1, 100 feet. That one will total around 15,000 shillings. Remember that cost ni vitu zenye watu hawaoni, but sini mwisho wa siku ni wewe unanunua hizo vitu, na hiyo cost ndio sisi tunahesabu, tunakuhesabia, so that it's not like tunakudanganya. And then for roofing stage for that house, also approximate. Ordinary nails will need, for ordinary nails, this is something that always shock a lot of people. You will need approximately 25,000. I know most people don't know that. If you are doing that house for nails, just prepare with around 25,000. It can go either 30 or 20, but that is the range, because we'll need 15 kgs, 30 kgs, 5-inch, 4-inch, 50 kgs, 10 kgs. So it will be around there. That will be the cost. Then roofing nails will need around 9,000 also for them. That is 30 kgs if you are using tiled series mabatis. For these other mabatis, it can be cheaper. Then the valley caps will need 22 pieces, which will cost you around 17,600. Then ridges you will need 50 pieces, around 28,000. Rubbers you will need 30 packets, 3,000. Iron sheets around 80 pieces for 3 meters, and then 30 pieces for 2 meters. That will cost you a total of 232,000. By the way, when it comes to roofing, most people, I will be making a video, a pure video, so that people get to know why we always say that roofing is not just that cheap as we always assume. And then roofing frames will need 4 by 2, 2,500 feet. 3 by 2, you will need around 3 by 2, 1,200 feet. 2 by 2, you will need around 2,500 feet. So their total is coming to 70,000 for 4-2. 3-2 is coming to 30,000. 2-2 is coming for 50,000. So you calculate the total cost of all things that I've read, that is from foundation to wall plate. It's coming to 100. That's 1,150,000 Kenya shillings. That is 1,150,000 juu pesa kidogo. Then you need to add miscellaneous of 200,000 to cover for your transport, cover for your transactions, cover for your water supply, cover for, you can see 200,000 going for miscellaneous. And then labor cost for that house, also from foundation to wall plate. If you get fundis, most likely the labor cost of that house will be around 180,000. That is yes, between 180,000 and 200,000. That is from foundation to wall plate, and then roofing done 180. For me, if you give me that, I think I can manage to convince my people and they will do that work. That is nipange wale wa kujenga kutoka foundation kufika wall plate, alafu pia Kena kuje pale tumwambie haya, huyu ni mtu wetu, fanyia hivi. They will do. So you can see, if you add 200,000 of miscellaneous with the 1 million that we have, that is 1.2. You add this 180, we are going to 1.4 million Kenya shillings. So you can see the range that I've given you. And most people are always told that my house I built with 1.5. They are not telling you this thing, that is the first part of construction. And for me, I will say that part inakuwa cheap kidogo. When we go into next stage, kuweka madirisha, but 1.5 will be covered with kuweka hizo madirisha, kutafuta madirisha, because it's always essential, right? And then from there you will start thinking about plastering. Plastering is also another hell. For plumbing, initial part of plumbing, it will cost you around 30 for electricity, and so a total of 60. Then you do the plastering. Plastering is also expensive, not cheap as people always think, because for a 3-bedroom house, I will tell you that I need 120 bags of cement to do both inside and outside. And then we have different things that are always done, like doing the kitchen of the worktop of your kitchen, kutengeneza pale kwa dining, iwekwe an aisle vizuri. So you see all this. So plastering, in most cases, I'll give you an average. You need around 120 bags of cement. You also need sand. You also need, if depending with your area, kama waterproof is necessary, you also need it. So what are we saying? 1.5 is always the cost of the house from the foundation to wall plate. That is for a 3-bedroom house. A very different case with a 2-bedroom house, a very different case with 1-bedroom house, and a very different case with the 4-bedroom house. So the cost of the house always depends on its size, the terrain, the roofing style, and all those. But you do plastering of that house, si hata nyinyi mnaona 1.8 inaingia. And then we come in with the finishing. Finishing nayo huwa inamaliza watu. I know most people always think that it's a joke, but I will also be doing a video about finishing where I will be telling you the number of tiles that you should expect, and the cost of tiles currently imepanda kidogo, so you need to prepare. Hizi vitu zote you will find them on Isaac Insights. Kindly subscribe. If you have any question, just ask. We'll be doing videos to answer those questions. I may take time, but be sure I will get back to you. Thank you so much, good people. Mungu awabariki, Mungu awabariki familia zenu, na kila mmoja wenu abarikiwe sana.